Coast Softball Edition. I'm joined by head softball coach Kathryn Gleason. Coach, we're going to jump right into it. Opened up the season this past weekend down at Georgia. Took on Dayton, took on Georgia, and took on Louisiana Monroe. Not the result you're looking for in the win-loss column, but you did see some positive things out of the team this weekend.
Oh, absolutely. It was just great to be outside and, on the field. Georgia has an outstanding facility. The grass is, I told our outfield, this is the best outfield grass you'll play on all year. And they do such a great job hosting. To come out of the gate against Dayton, Sid Ferrante started us off with a single. Danny followed it up with a double, so we're on the board within the first 5-7 pitches, up 1-0. So Dayton's a tough team. They're a very good team. They, play a great schedule, and they've always done well in the Atlantic 10 with their pitching. But they have some hitters this year. So, we went up 5-0 and then, just didn't take care of finishing the job. But we saw a lot of good things in that game. And then to play the University of Georgia, who ended in their 7 games in the last week. They ended those games in 5 innings. We played them a full 7 innings, and they're a tough team. They're a great team, part of the SEC conference, and thought we played them tough. We put Paige McQueen out there, hasn't pitched since her freshman year, and she did a great job. And we brought Taylor Ginther in just to get some innings as well, a freshman out of California, and then to play Dayton again, the next day, and Louisiana Monroe, who had a great pitcher. Actually, we endured a 2-hour, 45-minute rain delay in our Dayton game, which pushed the schedule back. So we ended up not starting our last game of the day on Saturday till 8:30. And I thought the kids did a great job. We're used to weather conditions and what we can do, but just to get outside and get people, in real game situations, we learned a lot.
Okay, now this is a really young team this year. I believe it was 11 freshmen, a couple of JUCO transfers. Talk about getting them acclimated. Being such a young squad, you've got some good veterans like Danny Devlin out there, but having a young team this early in the season, kind of getting acclimated, how's that been so far?
They've done a great job. It was something I worried about over the summer, bringing 12 new people in, 11 freshmen, 1 junior college transfer, and Taylor Bermel. And really, they haven't missed a beat. They've kind of brought along everybody else with them that, this is the only way we know what to do. And even when we stepped on the field, on Friday morning, it was like, yeah, it's the same game. It's the same ball, bat, glove. And, we saw a lot of bright spots. And sometimes you can't stimulate a lot of things in practice. You can, with different situations. But, things happen during a game that really put into focus a laundry list of what we need to work on for the next week and a half before we take off to Coastal Carolina. But I've been really impressed with our freshmen and our junior college transfer, just how they've elevated the play of everybody around them. And I didn't see too many nerves. Sometimes the pitchers get a little nerves, going out there, but they throw that first pitch and, still the same game.
Yeah. Really a tough schedule off the bat. Talk about how important it is to have those tough schedules to get everybody ready to go. I mean, obviously, not looking to get wins. You're looking to get out there, compete, get those wins if you can, but really having a tough schedule off the bat like this.
Yeah, we want to get out there and compete. Obviously, we want the end result to be a W, but I think just putting runs on the board and playing great defense and pitching, we just didn't have all three going at the same time. And it's something that we talked about, in our post-game talks around the bus. And once we put those 3 things together, I think we're going to be a very good team. I want to prepare them for the Horizon League Conference. I don't want them to not be prepared and face tough competition going into the Horizon League. Now we know the landscape of the Horizon League. Last year I might have been the only person, on the staff or in the squad that knew the whole landscape of the Horizon League. And I think now the team knows it, and I'm going to put them in those situations to challenge them right away. So when we get to the Horizon League, we'll be prepared.
Okay, now you're taking a week off. They're heading down to Coastal Carolina for the Coastal Carolina Invitational. Let me spit that word out. You're going to be taking on, along with the host, Coastal Carolina, UConn out of the American Conference, and North Dakota. So, I mean, what improvement? You want to see improvement in those next round of games, but what are you really looking for in this next tournament?
Just to build upon what we learned. And, like I said, we'll come back this week, and it's supposed to be 60, 70, so we'll get on our own field to practice, and which makes a big difference to be able to get out there and practice and just build upon what we saw this weekend. Coastal Carolina is an NCAA tournament team. They have a great facility as well, so we're really looking forward to getting down there and You know, UConn is a very good team that, you know, is really building in the American Conference. And in North Dakota, we don't know too much about just yet. You know, we'll prepare for that week. But we're going to go down there for spring break and then head to College of Charleston and, you know, get a couple practice days in between. So we're just looking forward to it. So it's hard to come back and you know, get to the practice mode for a week and a half. But, you know, we'll keep it challenging. And that's what we need to do, is just keep challenging them along the way.
Okay, well, Coach, thanks for taking the time to join us today. For more information on the NKU softball program and all Norse athletics, you can log on to nkunorse.com. For the entire crew, for Coach Gleason, I'm Brad Pope. Thanks for joining us on the NKU Coaches Show Softball Edition.